The 2026 Volkswagen Tiguan Turbo. Here's where 268 HP pays off. An extra 67 horsepower gives the capital T turbo version of VW's small SUV a big push forward. Not only has every Volkswagen Tiguan ever sold in the USA been powered by a turbocharged spark ignition (TSI) engine, but they've also all been powered by a variant of the same engine. VW's workhorse E88 2.0-liter, which has morphed through 5 generations of development since the Tiguan's May 2008 US launch. The engineering team is so darn proud of this 5th-gen unit, it convinced the marketing department to ignore the potential confusion and badge the top-spec 2026 Volkswagen Tiguan with the biggest turbocharger, Turbo. Hey, most Porsche 911s today are turbocharged, and the turbo nomenclature is working out well there. The differences between the 4th-gen base engine powering most new Tiguans and the 5th-gen one in the 2026 Tiguan SEL R-Line Turbo are many, but a larger turbo earns most of the credit for the additional 67 horsepower and 37 lb-ft to the tune of 268 horsepower and 258 lb-ft of torque in all. As we've previously noted, increasing the fuel injection pressure and adding variable valve lift to the exhaust cam added 17 horsepower for the 2025 model year and newer Tiguans equipped with the Gen 4 engine. To combat the increased lag a larger turbo can cause, this one is fitted with movable vanes that work like your thumb on a hose, narrowing the nozzle area to speed up the flow of the exhaust gases and more quickly spool the turbine, then opening up to accommodate higher flow rates. Fuel injection pressure is increased again, from the base engine's 5,100 to 7,250 psi, and the charge air cooler is integrated directly into the intake manifold. The engine still runs a modified Miller cycle, think Atkinson for turbo/supercharged engines, that VW refers to as the Budak cycle. Basically, it closes the intake valves early under some conditions, reducing the crankshaft's compression work while retaining full expansion. Increasing output this much on regular 87-octane fuel, with no change in EPA city or combined fuel economy, is darned impressive. Highway mileage for the turbo drops 1 mile per gallon, as there are equipment differences that impact frontal area. This is clearly a more athletic Tiguan than we've become accustomed to over the years. Drop the hammer, and the turbo spools quickly, whooshing the compact crossover away from a stop with the urgency of the late VW Arteon, which weighed nearly as much and shared the same engine output specs and a similar 8-speed automatic. In Motor Trend testing, the Tiguan SEL R-Line Turbo dashed from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.0 seconds, a 1.1 second improvement over a 201 horsepower 2025 Tiguan SEL R-Line 4Motion. Depress the lovely volume knob on the center console once, then rotate it a click to engage Sport mode. The others are Eco, Comfort, Custom, Off-road, and Snow. This also engages S-mode shifting, which is pretty good about holding gears when slowing for curves, although in some low-speed sections of our drive we still felt the need to grab a downshift paddle and upshifts could be quicker. The chassis at least serves as a perfectly willing partner in the type of driving parents engage in when their impressionable spawn are on board, and the ride is mercifully supple. The 2026 Tiguan Turbo is no oversized Volkswagen GTI in terms of steering or braking feel. Rear brake size is increased slightly over the lower-level Turbo/AWD model. But the 255/40 all-season tires that wrap around its 20-inch wheels never begged us for mercy while cornering at mild misdemeanor velocities on twisty rural Michigan roads. The base price of the 2026 Volkswagen Tiguan SEL R-Line Turbo is $44,560. Or $4,340 more than the next closest SE R-Line Black 4Motion. Note that this premium includes a lot of swag, including 3-zone climate control, extended 30-color ambient lighting, quilted Verena leather seats, a heated wheel, ventilated and massaging front seats, heated rear seats, power liftgate, 12-speaker Harman Kardon audio, and more.